Hey guys, so I decided that I would do a makeup look for you. I really enjoyed a look I did the other day with my YSL Tour holographic powder on my eyes. It's really pretty, so I thought that I would do a look with it today. Let's get into it. First, I'm going to use my CC Illuminating cream from It Cosmetics. This one is in Fair. I like to apply this with my hands really because I'm just lazy and don't like to wash my brushes as much. But I also find that because I like a lighter coverage and the warmth of my hands, it actually spreads out and blends out into almost the perfect finish that I like. I just think it looks better on me personally. Next, I am going to use my Wander concealer. This is a double-ended concealer. When I first purchased this, you'll notice when I put it on, it kind of turns almost a peachy color immediately, which is a little scary because it looks absolutely nothing like the color in the tube. But the peachy color almost works out with this because if you have a little bit of dark circles, it really helps correct it, and that's something I have noticed a big difference in. So I'm just going to tap this out with my fingers, and then what I like to use is my Real Technique brush. I have no clue what it is. Let's see if I can see. A contour brush. I actually use this to pat out my concealer, and I really like it. Here we go. So, because the plan is I'm going to use creams on my face, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take my ABH contour kit. Mine is in Fair. There, you can see it there. It is well loved with some dips in it. What I like to use with this is actually a big fluffy brush, and I'm going to try to see right here. I'm going to take this shade, actually. I really don't care. I'm going to take all three, I guess. And I put it on the brush, and I really like to just buff it on. I know that seems a little weird, cream product, but I find with this product in itself, because it's so dry, that it actually benefits from a fluffy brush, and when you put it on, it doesn't really feel tacky. So I just like to blend it all over. I'm going to take my RMS color palette. Wow, that looks really dirty. Sorry. Color palette. This one is in Pop Collection, which has these very, very, very pretty colors in it. I think I'm going to take the pink and put it on my cheeks. So once again, I like to use this product with my fingers and just kind of tap it on my cheeks right here. And then I like to take a brush like this and just buff it in. After I buff it in, because these are made with, I believe, coconut oil in them, they're very hydrating and oily, I like to just tap my hands over my cheeks because once again, the warmth of your fingers just kind of helps blend it out a little bit. Then going into the same palette, I'm going to go into the highlighter shade here, which is Magic Luminizer. RMS's highlighters are just super pretty, in my opinion at least. I really like cream highlighters. Just pop it on. And then once again with the same brush, I'm gonna just buff this out again. And I actually like to take my highlighter down on my cheeks because I don't really like having a full-on strip there. I more like having just like a glow from within. So bringing it down to here, like where your blush is, I think makes you look more youthful. I'm going to use my L'Oreal True Match powder and a big fluffy brush. I'm just going to press it on. And I find when I put my creams on and then I press powder in over top, it does take some of the shine down, which is somewhat good. I want to be glowy, not shiny. Yeah, that helped a whole lot, that's for sure. First, I'm going to take my eyelid primer. I'm using the Iliad eyelid primer. I had just recently purchased this because I haven't had eyelid primer in a long time. And I found this on Sephora. It's in their green beauty section. I like it. It works good. It has a really heavy smell in it though, so if your eyes get irritated really easy, I wouldn't recommend it, but it works good. I just think other eyeshadow primers work just as good or better without a heavy scent in it. So the palette I'm going to use on my eyes is a little different. It's the Anastasia Self-Made palette, which doesn't actually look like this. So you'll see like the yellow and blue and the green and the purple. This purple down here belongs in the palette, but this one does not. Yeah, so I've been working on this palette, and obviously, like Well Love, you can see all the pan in it. And I realized that there was a couple of shadows in it that they didn't call to me, they didn't speak to me, I didn't want to use them. And then I also had the Kat Von D Mi Vida Loca palette, the big color wheel one. It was huge. I decided to depot it, then a couple of the shadows broke, which are these shadows. And I just decided to press them in here because the thing is that I wasn't finding the Mi Vida Loca palette as inspiring, and I didn't find this palette as inspiring, so I thought by throwing in some more unique colors into it, I would be more interested in using it, and I have been. I love it, obviously. And I'm going to use it today. First brush I'm going to take is a really big fluffy brush, and then I'm going to take Sherbet. So this actually is in there, and this, I believe you can Anastasia has a single of this, and I'm just going to run it through my crease. This does have a little bit of shimmer in it, but honestly, shimmering the crease isn't something that bugs me all that much. I think it looks pretty, so I do it all the time. So once you get that blend out to where you like it, I'm actually going to take deep purple right here and tap it off a bit, and then I'm going to press that all over my lid. At first, I don't mind if it doesn't have full intensity because I really do want to like blend it up into the orange. So if it's not full on, it makes it a little bit easier to blend into the orange, and then you can press it on with your finger or you can keep going in with the brush. But I'm kind of going for a little bit more of a grungy look. So I really just want to blend this up in and bring it up high. And I do still want it to be seamless. So now that we have that blended on like that, we're going to take that same color again and reapply it again and intensify it. And let me make this clear. This shadow is definitely a shadow that you can put on full on intense right off the bat. It is very pigmented, but sometimes with colors like this, I choose to use smaller amounts to blend it on, because I do find it a lot easier to layer it up and blend it out, and that way I get the intensity I want with the soft blend that I want. Just like that. So I'm going to go back to right there, the same brush that I used before, and I'm just going to buff around the edges again. Right there. Now that I got the intensity I wanted, it is time to go in with the YSL powder, which it comes with like a little stopper in it, so you take that out, and there's a really pretty loose powder. I like to use my fingers with this. So stick your finger in. It's really pretty and sparkly, and you just press it on your eyes, and it's just absolutely glittery. And I personally like to really drag it up. Like I said, I don't mind some sparkle and shimmer in my crease, so I'm bringing it up. I just think it's so pretty. I like to use kohl eyeliners, and I just line my waterline. This is a brown one, but you can definitely use black, that's for sure. Right? I'm just gonna smudge it into my lash line right there. And then I take my fingers and buff it out a little tiny bit. If you're someone who has, who likes to do wing eyeliner, you totally can. But for me in particular, where I have two very different shaped eyes and eyelids, and one of them is extremely hooded, it makes it really hard for me to do wing eyeliner, so I just like to smudge a little bit in my outer corners, and then that's about it, because if I put eyeliner all the way across, when I have my eyes open, all you see is black. You don't get to see any color, so I find just smudging a little bit right here makes a big difference in my eye looks without obstructing them, I guess is what I'm getting at. And then I will curl my lashes and put my mascara on. My mascara I'm going to use is Bad Gal Bang by Benefit. I'm going to use Brow Wiz in dark brown. So next I'm going to add highlight. I'm going to add Becca's Vanilla Quartz with my Too Faced Mr. Perfect brush. Once again, I use this because I like my highlight to be more spread out and down my cheeks, and I feel like this really diffuses it nicely. And then a little bit on my temple. Just whatever was left over on my brush, and then a little bit on my nose, and Cute with Spoo. For my lips, I'm going to use two of my Project Panning lip products, which are Tarte Texas Toast, created by Graveyard Girl, and Buxton's Hot Toddy. So when I apply liquid lipstick, I just apply it to the middle of my lip, and I spread it. I don't need full on color, I just want like a light wash, so this allows me to have the color without having thick amounts that the lip gloss is going to affect. Then just lip gloss in the middle of the lip again, some Fix Plus. And that's it. Okay guys, so here's the finished look. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye!